Welcome to the war zone. Welcome to the war zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 193rd edition of DCA Takedown. This is D-Wall here with you on commentary, and we are on the final stop before Freefall coming up. And we have a huge night of action planned for you tonight, including the final two quarterfinal matches in the #1 contenders tournament to decide Zach Stone's challenger at Redemption for the World's Championship. And that is coming up here tonight. Also, I will be running down the Freefall card for you as well. It's going to be a great night of action, and we're about to kick it off right now with our opening contest. We're not going to waste any time here tonight on Takedown. And I'm glad you are joining us for this night of action, as we are kicking it off with the genesis of virtual wrestling himself, Scott Sapp, a man who has made quite an impression lately in DCA, has fought for contendership for the Burnout Championship, has had classics with Javad Fox, of course, Javad, the #1 contender for the Burnout title at Freefall. And he will be challenging Lupon III at Freefall, the second time that Javad has challenged for the Burnout Championship. But tonight, it's going to be Scott Sapp going one-on-one with the current Celestial Champion, Jeremy Paisley. Of course, Paisley has a match coming up at Freefall as well for the Celestial Championship. He will be facing the #1 contender, Calvin Richardson. Of course, Calvin won that contendership a few weeks back. The match was scheduled to take place on the Takedown on last episode of Takedown. However, Space Ghost changed that decision, and now the match is taking place at Freefall. So that's going to be one hard-hitting match to be certain. But speaking of hard-hitting, you got Scott Sapp, a man who's been looking for, like I said before, he's challenged or at least contended for a shot at the Burnout title, but has not been able to actually challenge for the Burnout title. But speaking of champions, here comes the current DCA Celestial Champion himself, Killa Jeremy Paisley. And Paisley has made it a mission to be a fighting champion, and he has done that so far in his reign. And at Freefall, he will be challenged by Calvin Richardson, a former DCA World Champion in his own right. So to say that Paisley's got a tall task ahead of him coming up at Freefall would be an understatement, because Jeremy's going to be going into that ring against a man who's got, in his opinion, Calvin's opinion, nothing to lose. He's not been a champion in DCA for quite a while. And this is going to be his opportunity to win a championship yet again here in this company. But to do that, he's got to go through Paisley. He's got to go through a man who wants to be one of the fightingest Celestial Champions we've ever seen. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing saying that Paisley won't get there, because I'm pretty sure he will. I'm pretty sure he's already on that path. However, tonight he can't be focused on Calvin. Tonight he's got to be focused on Scott Sapp, because Sapp is a very dangerous man. And if Malik was here, he would tell you the exact same thing. He's been around the block far longer than Paisley. He's got the experience advantage, obviously, from his time in Battle Pro. Went for that Savate kick, but Paisley was too far away. And then look at that neck breaker. Like I said, tonight we have two matches in the World Title Contenders Tournament. Tyler Parks will take on Marcus King. Wow, nice fisherman's suplex there. Tyler Parks will take on Marcus King. And then in our main event tonight, Sly Cooper will go one-on-one with Michael Connolly. That's going to be a hell of a match between those two men. As far as I know, a lot of respect between Paisley and Calvin coming up at Freefall, just as much as there's a respect between Sly and Michael. But only one can move on to Freefall. Of course, if you saw the last episode of Takedown, you know the backbreaker and a flatliner. Some might know that as a lethal combination. And now look at Paisley with a big drop kick on the floor. But as you saw in the last episode of Takedown, Claudio Dragonheart has advanced in this tournament, as well as Mikey Truth. Those two have already advanced to Freefall. And what's different about this tournament than previous is that those two men and the two in the main event, the two in the main event and the other qualifier match tonight, big suplex by Sap. The ones that are going to move on to the semifinals won't know who they're facing until that night. There's no traditional brackets here. So every opponent's going to be a mystery up until the finals. Counts up to 8, and Sap doesn't want to win by countout. That's not the kind of wrestler he is. He wants to win this with a pin or a submission in the ring. Now, slamming him against the barricade. And Sap once again trying to create some distance between himself and Paisley. And this would be a big win for Sap if he can get it tonight, because if he does, after Freefall, you could say that Sap would be in contention for the Celestial Championship. Of course, another championship that we are still waiting word on is the Pure Championship, of course, held by Kiyoshi Saiba at the moment. But Saiba is off on tour right now. So, of course, Saiba obviously competes in other organizations. He is the BMW World Heritage Champion, as well as other championships and promotions that he wrestles for. So he has not been on DCA programming for a bit. But I have heard through the grapevine that Jamal Bedlam has openly challenged Saiba for a match for the Pure title. One of the only titles in DCA that Jamal has not held. But I could also say Scott Sapp would be in the conversation for the Pure title as well. One of the best Pure athletes, Pure wrestlers, whatever you want to call them, on this roster. So Saiba's got competition. It's just a matter of Space Ghost deciding who will get that opportunity, most likely coming up at Redemption, our next one of the big four, if you will, if you want to call them big four, between Proving Ground, big five really, between Proving Ground, the anniversary show, Redemption, Gateway to Heaven, and Revelations. And speaking of, Paisley drops him, and that's got to be it. 1, 2, no! Usually that signals the end, but Paisley with the flying headbutt. And now he's looking for another path to redemption. If he kicked out of 1, he damn sure isn't gonna kick out of 2. Especially after that flying headbutt, and Paisley being wise to get him away from the ropes. The cover, salute 2 and 3. Give it up for Scott Sapp here, because he kicked out of 1 path to redemption, and not many people kick out of 1. But then he smartly went for this headbutt and then immediately followed up with a second path to redemption, making absolutely sure that Scott Sapp was down and stayed down, and then was even smarter to roll him away from the ropes, unable to get the rope break, And that's it. And Jeremy Paisley goes into Freefall with some momentum that he's going to need when he takes on Calvin Richardson for the Celestial title. Varl making it pretty clear that he's going to be the man that causes so much destruction here on Takedown, and that his personal business has nothing to do with us. And if you want to know what that it means, Varl was seen talking with a certain Mr. Yukimura at Proving Ground. We still don't know what that was about. And according to Varl, he doesn't want anyone to be snooping around his business. So, I mean, I can't speak to what is going on with that, but obviously there's some personal things that are going on here. But speaking of personal, here comes Marcus King, a man who's on a mission to win a world championship, to win a championship. Let's be honest, he's not held a championship in a very long time here in virtual wrestling. He wants to get an opportunity. He's got an opportunity tonight to move on to Redemption and possibly move on to Redemption and get a title opportunity against Zach Stone. But to do that, he's got to get through Tyler Parks here tonight. That's the only way it's going to happen. And then he has to go to Freefall, win 2 matches in one night. And if he does that, he will be the #1 contender for the DCA World Championship. And now here comes the man who has challenged for the DCA World Championship, who came within an eyelash of winning that title back at Gateway to Heaven last year. Well, last season, rather. Earlier this year, in fact. Tyler Parks. A man who everyone in the building I remember it because I was there. I was watching back in March. This man came within fingertips of winning the DCA world title. Even one of his fiercest critics, Zahia Morgan, on commentary, actively was rooting for Tyler Parks to walk out of Gateway to Heaven as the world champion. That's how far this man has come in rebuilding his career. And he is 3 wins away from another shot, and not a triple threat shot this time, but a one-on-one shot for the world title. A one-on-one shot he has not had since season 1 of this company. The last time he had a singles match for the world title, I believe, was episode 41 of Takedown when he fought Malik Brown for that belt. And that was the last time he had a singles match for the DCA world title. But as for Marcus King, he has not been a world champion since the IPW days. Now, again, Marcus going in for a quick cover. Another one and another kick out. This is going to be a very physical match. I already said it from the outset. You could see it from the moment the bell rang. These two are not going to hold anything back, and why should they? This is for an opportunity to possibly go to Redemption, one of the biggest events on the calendar, and compete for the richest prize in DCA. You got to give it everything you got here tonight, especially with the stakes being so high, as Tyler now going after the legs, trying to set him up for the sharpshooter, one of his patented maneuvers. And Marcus has got to be careful of that, because if he gets worn down long enough, it's going to be curtains for his chances of possibly winning another title. And Marcus isn't going to let it happen so easily. Marcus is a fighter. He's always been that way. He's not going to let Tyler try to run him over. There's a snap DDT, 1, and only again a 1 count. And Marcus sending Tyler to the floor. Also tonight, Sid Black will be in action against a new signee to the Takedown roster. I know a lot of people have made a lot of, well, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a lot of new signees on the Wildcat side, and I think Takedown needs to kind of close the gap. And we're going to do that tonight, as Marcus just booted the hell out of Tyler. And Tyler, I think he got cut right there. I can't really see it from this vantage point. I'm looking on my monitors. I don't know why commentators have to look at the monitors. I can't look right in front of it. Anyway, there's a right into the post, and now I can see the blood right over the left eye of Tyler Parks. That's right where Marcus kicked him with everything he has, with those boots on, those huge boots of Marcus. And now look at this, another snap DDT. And that might be more effective now that Tyler is bleeding. There's a 2 count. Not enough to get 3 though. And Marcus, big enziguri. You wouldn't expect that from a man of Marcus's size, but we have seen Marcus King in some of the damnedest fights in the history of virtual wrestling over the years. He is not afraid to do unconventional things to get the job done if he has to. Now, over the top rope, Tyler with a forearm, and he's got to do something to close the gap here, because he has been blitzed by Marcus for a few minutes now, and Tyler now trying to fight back with right hands, and Marcus went for a knee. Tyler got out of the way, just stepped back a little bit, but Marcus now right back in control. Marcus going for another DDT, and he got it. That DDT has been effective for him all night so far. Another 2 count in Marcus now. Wait a minute. Jawbreaker by Tyler. Tyler now chop. And another one. And a third one. The Eddie Mack Memorial chops by Tyler Parks. And now Tyler with the rights and lefts, trying to get some momentum back on his side here. He's already bleeding. He's not in the best of shape. And Marcus just body blocked him. He couldn't even take him down. Marcus saying, bring it on. You got to hit me a little harder than that, son. You got to hit me a little harder than that. You got to hit me like that. That's how you got to hit me if you're going to take me down like he just took Tyler down. Here's the cover. 1, 2, no. Marcus showing Tyler how it's done. That's the kind of aggression, that's the kind of violence Marcus King brings to the table. Another clothesline. 1, 2, and again, Tyler able to get the shoulder up, but it's not looking good for Wrestling Elite right now. And another clothesline. That's a third one in the span of about 30 seconds. Another cover, hooking the leg, and again, Tyler kicks out, but you can see every time he's kicking out, it takes more and more out of him, and Marcus understands that. He's been in this business a long time, just as long as Tyler, maybe even longer. Tyler retreating to the apron, and Marcus sarcastically dusting the boots off. And that allowed Tyler some time to recover, get a knee up, and now a knee right to the face of Marcus. Marcus trying to get up, drop kick. Get up again, and there's a knee again to the head. Running knee, might have knocked him out, and it almost did. And Tyler can't believe it. That was a 2.5, 2 3/4 perhaps. He thought he had it won right there. Now dragon screw and snaps the leg back. Once again, going back to the game plan he had earlier in the match, trying to soften him up for that sharpshooter. And even if it doesn't get the win on Marcus, it'll slow him down enough for him to hit that TKO that he calls the gold rush that he has put many people away with here in DCA. Now on the Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, and crowns him. And now shot an elbow right to the back. And now big kitchen sink to the midsection. And now Tyler trying to go up top to try and get more offense on Marcus. There's an elbow right to the heart. Will that be enough? 2, no. And now Marcus is the one retreating to the ropes. Marcus is the one in trouble. And Tyler can't spend too much time gloating. He's got to take it to Marcus, and that's exactly what he just did. And now Tyler doing the same thing to Marcus that Marcus did to him a few moments ago, sarcastically sweeping the boots off, and now Marcus didn't appreciate that too much, just sliding him out of the ring. And now Marcus, what's he thinking here? Big forearm off the apron to the floor. Again, like I said, Marcus will be willing to do anything it takes, maybe unconventional for a big man, but we have seen it in the past. He will do anything to win a match if he has to. Marcus now stalking Tyler. Tyler in trouble. Big right and another one. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Drops him down with the cradle. Hooking the leg too, and no. Again, Tyler able to slide out, but you got to wonder how much more he has left in the tank. He's been getting battered through the majority of this match now. Knee drop, Tyler. Oh, Tyler, that blood in his eyes, he can't really see. I don't blame him with how this match has gone. That blood going right into the eye. Oh, and it kicked him right into that cut. Again, Marcus being smart, trying to cut him down the sides, and there's a knee. But he wasn't that quick to go for the pin, and that may have cost him. That may have cost him the victory right there. If he had been a little quicker on the count, he might have been able to get 3, but he's just been battered so much in this match. He couldn't capitalize quick enough. And now, oh, what a shot. And another one. Marcus King is going to bring the fire to him right now. And another clothesline in the corner. Now, look at this, off the ropes. Once Tyler, oh, and a lariat doesn't take Tyler down, but that one, no! German suplex! He went for a discus lariat, and Tyler ducked under and got him with a German. The leg is hooked and no! Wow! What a great counter that was by Tyler Parks. That is why he is one of the best to ever do this. Even though he feels in his mind he has not gotten to that level yet. He feels like he must win the DCA world title to get to that point, to get to that level. And now, oh, here we go. Exploder suplex. Or excuse me, that was more of an exploder T-bone suplex. And that went for the sharpshooter, but Marcus still has too much leg strength. But you can see him, he can't really capitalize. Marcus trying to get his wits about him, because that last flurry just kind of shut him down a little bit. But now he's starting to come back. And big spine buster. And Tyler once again rolling to the floor, or rather, to be more specific, rolling away from Marcus King. And again, with the amount of abuse that he has been taken in this match, has been taken to him rather in this match, I don't blame him for wanting to roll out of the ring. And now look at this, Marcus with the flurry onto Tyler Parks here. And this is not good for Tyler's chances of possibly winning this match, but it's going to up Marcus's chances. I can guarantee you that. Marcus getting him back up, no. Tyler now, big uppercut. Tyler now, another one. Trying to slow Marcus down. Irish whip into the corner. Tyler, clothesline in the corner. Now, off the ropes here. Big face wash. And Tyler in control once again. Tyler now off the middle rope with a splash. Tyler now working on the back, working on the midsection. Big knee drop. And then if you could be honest, if I could be honest rather, he's working more on the midsection and the legs, the lower body. Again, setting up for that sharpshooter. And look at that. Marcus just tosses him all the way across the ring and out to the floor. That's the power that Marcus still has. Marcus King is not here to play around. He is here to win. He is here to move on to Freefall. Of course, like I said earlier, Mikey Truth and Claudio Dragonheart have already advanced to Freefall. That does not necessarily mean they'll be facing each other in the semifinals, because as I said, there are no brackets. It's just a surprise semifinal. But, oh, look at this. Wow! What a move by Marcus. Look at that! Again, the agility for a big man, and Marcus trying to run in, but kicks him right in the leg for his efforts. Another kick, and a third one. Marcus just trying to wear Tyler out. But if you're just joining us, first off, I don't know why the hell you're joining now. It's been a hell of a match so far, but thank you for joining regardless. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not, and hit the bell for all the notifications to be active. Because if you haven't heard, about 70% of my viewership they are not subscribed to the channel, so please subscribe. It will do a lot of good for me. Thank you very much for all your support, as always, as Marcus picks Tyler up. And now look at this. Irish whip into the corner. Marcus now trying to get some momentum back here after Tyler had a bit of an offensive flurry just a moment ago. And now working on that cut on Tyler's face with the multiple face washes in the corner. It's kind of a 50-50 split with who the fans want to be on the side of here. As now Marcus is just pummeling Tyler here. Oh, another lariat. And you know what he's going to go for here? A second one. And now this time Marcus, oh no. Don't stay Saito suplex. Dropped him right on the back of his neck. The cover, 2, and Tyler kicks out. And Marcus can't believe it. He thought he had the match won, and honestly, I think a lot of people here in the arena tonight thought so too, because he nailed him with that one. And now look at this. Oh, went for another one, but it gets a German. Went for a lariat and got a German suplex. No. Oh, went for a kitchen sink. Tyler caught him. Tyler, now look at this. Again, Marcus sliding away. Very smart. Right hand. Again, going back and forth, these two, as expected in a match like this, with stakes as high as this. You shouldn't expect anything less from these two. They want that contendership. They want to be in line for a title match at Redemption. But to do that, they have got to get through each other. Another shot. They got to get through each other tonight. They have to go through 2 matches at Freefall in order to get that opportunity to be the #1 contender for the world title at Redemption. And now Tyler trying to fight back here with everything he's got, but Marcus comes right back. And Marcus understanding what this means. Tyler understands what this means. Both men want that opportunity. They want that shot. But only one can move on and be the #1 contender for the world title. Of course, you also have Claudio and you have Mikey. You got the winner tonight of Michael Connolly and Sly Cooper waiting in the wings as well. There's another lariat, King's Lariat by Marcus. There's still so much left. But will Marcus take it? It looks like he's about to. If he hits this, it's all over. If he hits the Black Fist, it's over. Marcus lining it up. Black Fist coming. Marcus now countered German. He was about to hit the Black Fist, but Tyler caught him right at the very last millisecond. Going for that T-bone exploder. Marcus counters. Right hand. Marcus and Tyler back and forth here. It's been a hell of a match to open up. Takedown. Oh my goodness. What a kick by Marcus King. And Marcus now, going for the Saito suplex again. No, Marcus gets a shot right to the top of the head, and that gave him enough time for the Gold Rush. Out of nowhere. 1, 2, Tyler advances. And you want to talk about having to fight for a shot. That's exactly what Tyler Parks had to do tonight. He had to fight like hell for that opportunity. He had to fight like hell to beat Marcus King right here. Look at this. This was all he needed. Boom. Right between the eyes, right to the nose, watering the eyes, disorienting him enough for the Gold Rush. And Tyler Parks is now 2 wins away from potentially getting another shot at the DCA World title, but he's got a long way to go, just like everybody else in this tournament, just like Claudio, just like Mikey. And now we wait to see if Michael Connolly or Sly Cooper will advance tonight in our main event.
Why leave anything on your front lawn, under your porch, on the side of the highway when you can store all that stuff my way, down here at Jones Big-Ass Truck Rental and Car Storage? I don't think y'all understand me when I tell you I stole anything. What's in this box? I don't know. It's not my business. Briefcase full of fake money. Not my business. This fan used to oscillate. It don't oscillate no more. Oscillated, all gone, right here at Jones' big-ass warehouse and storage facility truck rental. Your mother-in-law kind of skinny. I can fold her up, put her on my back on a bicycle, and bring her down on this motorcycle. Come on down here and bring all you got that you don't want. PVC valve, bees, please. CDs from your failed speed metal band. Somebody left a cone. You knew damn well when you dropped that CD, nobody gonna want to buy it. And put it right here in this here building for the low, low price of $10.99 a month. You can't beat that. Hell, you can't feed a kid in Africa for that. You can't stop me. I can only be contained. Nobody can slow me down. Throwing shit all over the place. Don't matter to me. I don't give a damn what it is. Bring it on. Go ahead and give me a call or find me on them internets at www.jonesbigasstruckrentalstorage.com. That's JONES bigasstruckrentalstorage.com. Rebound. Watch out. Low post. Not only is this a bus, but this is a bus that a friend of mine escaped from prison in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is DCA Takedown, and we just witnessed a hell of a match between Marcus King and Tyler Parks. Tyler Parks getting the win, and now he will be advancing to Freefall. We don't know who his opponent's going to be, but we know that later on tonight in our main event, it will be Sly Cooper and Michael Connolly. Whoever wins that match will be the final semi-finalist in this tournament and will be at Freefall to determine potentially who will be facing Zach Stone at Redemption with the World Championship on the line. But right now we are getting into some tag team action as Aces High make their way to the ring. It's just a shame that Jason is never around for their matches anymore because he's so busy these days. However, Richie and Romero are going to be in for a hell of a fight tonight as they're going to take on the former ZCW Tag Team Champions, the Cash Money Hooligans. And I say former Tag Team Champions because as of right now, ZCW is just in a state of absolute uncertainty at the moment because Mac Waters is gone from ZCW. All contracts have been nullified. What that means for the champions, I have no idea. That's not my area of expertise. I'm the owner of FWA. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I got nothing to do with this. However, the Cash Money Hooligans are here tonight. They don't have to worry about what's the uncertainty in this company. I'll tell you that right now. Not saying anything bad about ZCW. ZCW is great, but let's be real here. I don't even think Zahia knows what the hell is happening. He was just as shocked by this news as everybody else was. So hey, I don't blame him one bit this time. And see, Zahia's done a lot of scummy shit, but I don't blame him for this one. This is out of his hands, obviously. But the Cash Money Hooligans, Trevor Diaz, obviously very happy about this match, probably because he's facing guys that love milkshakes. However, milkshakes have nothing to do with this match. It is all about moving up the ladder in the tag team ranks and potentially getting an opportunity at the tag team titles. Of course, we know that the #1 contenders for those tag team titles at Freefall are the New Scene. And that shocked everyone last episode when the New Scene won that title opportunity. But I mean, what do you say? What can you say? The New Scene did it. They ended up winning. And regardless of what you think of their tactics, regardless of what you think of them as people, nonetheless, they ended up becoming the #1 contenders, and now they have a shot at Atlas Jones and Malik Brown at Freefall. And now Trevor Diaz in trouble with Richie. And now tags in Romero. The hothead of the two of Aces High. Of course, Aces High, former DCA and VW tag team champions. They exceeded everyone's expectations. A lot of people did not think that Aces High were going to be as popular or as successful as they have been. But in reality, you look at these guys and you take away the obvious, the obvious tribute to another cult-followed tag team from back in the day, and you take all that away, and you really start to see that these guys are damn good in the ring. And I think Romero and Richie could be back on that path to tag team glory once again if they can start getting some wins under their belt. They have not had success since returning to DCA in these last few months. However, all it takes is just one win to start getting some momentum back, as you see a half-hatch suplex by Romero on the floor. And if you're new here to DCA, which we've been getting a lot of new viewers as of late, and we thank you for all the support, for all the new viewers coming in. For those of you who don't know, in DCA there are no countouts in tag team matches, whether that be traditional tag like this one, 6-man, 8-man. There are no tags in and out. I mean, there's no tags on, there's no countouts, excuse me. There's no countouts in tag team matches. However, the disqualifications are still in play, so these guys can be disqualified, but they cannot be counted out on the floor. Because we used to have too many tag team matches where the teams just brawled on the floor and they ended up getting counted out, and we had too many of those, and I was not going to have any more of it. So if you want to win here in DCA, you got to win in a tag team scenario. You want to be a tag team in this company and you want to get to the tag team titles, countouts ain't going to cut it. Even in tag team title matches, tag team matches like that, countouts ain't going to cut it. You win or you lose, period. And Romero is making a loser out of Trevor Diaz right now, just pummeling him on the floor. Also at Freefall, we know that Jaden Starr will make his debut, finally make his debut, when he goes up against Tomas Ramirez, a man who has been wanting his hands on Jaden Starr for months. And Space Ghost said that match will happen at Freefall. Jaden will have no choice but to get in the ring and face Tomas one-on-one at Freefall. We have not seen or heard from Tomas since he was attacked from behind by Jaden Starr a few weeks back, as Jay Roberts gets the tag. And Romero trying to slide out. Joe Romero, axe handle, double axe handle again. Got him up and slams him down. But as I was saying, Tomas has not been seen or heard from since he was assaulted by Jaden Starr a number of months ago, or excuse me, a number of weeks ago rather. We have not seen or heard from him since. But you know, he wants revenge. And if I was a betting man, and I'm not, but regardless, I know for a fact that he will get his hands on Jaden Starr at Freefall. If it's the last thing he does, he will get his hands on Jaden on that night. As now Romero sliding Jay away from his corner, or at least somewhat, probably just away from the ropes, trying to get a quick cover, but only a 1 count there. And you gotta think, both of these teams, like I said earlier, they want a shot at the tag team championships, but only one can get that. Only one can get an opportunity like that. You see a camel clutch locked in. Camel clutch locked in, but Jay gets out of it. And now Jay with a stun gun. Romero was running in And he got a stun gun, and now, looks like Jay Roberts wants to finish this one. He wants to finish this once and for all, and drives the knee into the side of the head of Romero. If I would have gone for the cover right there, but apparently he's not, and that's a mistake. That was a mistake right there. But Roberts still coming in, and now, oh, here we go. Look at this. A shout out to Shed with the G9. G9 by the Cash Money Hooligans, but Richie breaking that up real quick. And now look at this. Trevor Diaz back in the ring with Romero. Drop kick. A second one. And now with a neck breaker. And now Romero trying to find out where he is. He was all out of sorts. And big lariat by Trevor. And this could be the opportunity that the Cash Money Hooligans need to get into this. Oh, never mind. Well, no, yeah. Trevor now with a headlock driver out of nowhere. The leg is hooked, and Richie quickly again in to break up the pinfall because he knew that Romero may not have kicked out of that. He got his head driven into the mat with everything that Trevor had in his body, in his soul. And now look at this. Cattle mutilation locked in by Trevor Diaz. But Romero quickly getting out of that. Obviously, that was going to take a toll on him if he had been staying in that hold too long. Another kick. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no. Uh-oh. And now, the double team by the former tag team champions. And now, Trevor again fighting out. And tagging in Jay Roberts once again. But Richie able to catch him. No. Slides out. And now an arm drag. Nicely done. Coming up next, I meant to say this earlier, but I kind of got my train of thought lost in a little bit. Sid Black is going to be in action when he takes on a new signee to the DCA roster, Jamal Kincade. So yes, folks, we have another Jamal on the roster. But that is coming up next. And then, of course, our main event, Michael Connolly will be taking on Sly Cooper to determine the final semifinalist in the World Title Contenders Tournament. And it's now leg drop and a drop kick. And now slams him down. Nicely done by Roberts. As now Jay Roberts looking to get momentum back for his team, but Richie fighting out of it. Richie with a heel kick. Richie kind of the MVP right now here in this matchup because he has broken up pins. He has done most of the light work, or the heavy lifting rather. As now Jay trying to throw Richie out of the ring, but no, Richie catches himself on the apron, climbs up to the top rope, and then axe handle. But again, Jay Roberts trying to come back. What a match we are getting right here in the tag team division. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Richie drops him. Richie with that neck breaker. But off the ropes. Jay went for the elbow. Richie blocked it. Richie now with a snap suplex. And now trying to tag in Trevor, and he does. Trevor gets the tag and gets a knee. And now Richie's the one trying to get for the tag, but no. Trevor stops him in his tracks. Oh, but Richie again. Big right hand. Into the corner. And look at this. Romero tags himself in. Romero tagged himself in. I guess he realized that he needed to get the tag, and he needed to get Richie out of there. And I'm guessing he wanted to get him out of there because he wanted to give Trevor a trip to the other side of the tracks. Romero does not want Richie in the way of that. Look at the blood all over Trevor Diaz's face from that. The leg is hooked and it is over. You take a trip like that, you ain't coming back. My God, what a match. And Aces High might be on the right track, no pun intended, towards getting another opportunity at the Tag Team Championships. So if you're Atlas Jones and Malik Brown, and if you're the new scene, after Freefall, you might want to take a good close look at Aces High because they might be in line. Look at this. Look at how hard he kicks him. Look at this. Bam! And then his face slides across that rope, and that might have slit him open a little bit more. But Romero, when he kicks you with those tie tops on, they ain't even high tops. When he kicks you with those shoes, that is it. You are done. What a match for Aces High. What a win. What a match, and ladies and gentlemen, we got more action for you coming up with that debut I told you about. That's coming up after this break.
Cindy the Clown! Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a... We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Read us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Do it our way. What would we do, baby, without us? What would we do, baby, without us? And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through.
There is more to life than what you're living. So take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit. A brand new life around the bend. There were times. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me. We gotta be.
Your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to Takedown, and as you saw before the commercial break, it looks like Alexander Washington has challenged Casey Gordon to a match at Freefall, so I guess that match is going to be made official by Space Ghost. So we got a lot coming up at Freefall for you. We got the tag team title match between the New Scene, Atlas Jones and Malik Brown. We got the Celestial title with Jeremy Paisley and Calvin Richardson. We got Jaden Starr and Tomas Ramirez. We got the 2 semifinal matches and the finals of this tournament. And now we have Alexander Washington and Casey Gordon. 7 big matches coming up for you at Freefall. But now we have Sid Black making his way down to the ring, and it looks like they have finally embraced the motto. They have finally embraced the black, everybody. They've got a black through here tonight. Do you back the black? Because that's exactly what's happening here tonight. And I don't have Malik Brown here to kind of, you know, steer me in the other direction, because let's be honest, folks, the Future War Cult have been on a roll. But last episode, somebody took out Jesse. And no, we're not talking about the plot of a Breaking Bad episode. We're talking about Jesse Black being attacked backstage. Of course, a few weeks ago, Sid was the one that was attacked backstage before Proving Ground. And now tonight, well, last episode rather, it's Jesse that got attacked. So somebody is targeting these blacks, and I don't like it too much. But Sid cannot focus on Jesse tonight because he's got a big debut he's got to fight. And here comes his opponent, Jamal Kincade, making his DCA debut here tonight. Fans are not a fan of him already, probably because he calls himself the Natural. Kind of old school feel, if you will, here from Jamal. Far from the Jamal that we know and love. Well, some people love, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. Jamal seems to not care about the opinions of these people. The only thing that he cares about is this match right here and making a good first impression on the fan base. Jamal obviously wants to give the roster kind of a wake-up call. And really set his stamp on this roster. And here we go. The bell rings and Sid going right after Jamal right now. And he realizes exactly what this is. Cover. He does not want to be a stepping stone for Jamal Kincade's debut. He does not want to be a man who gets used, basically, just to pad Jamal's record. And now look at this. Sid, big drop kick. And now, right to the arm. Again, he does not want to be a stepping stone by any stretch of the imagination. Big double foot stomp. And Sid, also you got to think Sid has got a lot of aggression built up inside because his tag team partner was taken out by someone, an unknown assailant, weeks ago, and now his tag team partner has been taken out. So somebody has been targeting them, and Jamal with a backbreaker. Cover, only a 1 count. somebody has been targeting Jesse and Sid. I don't know who, but somebody's been targeting them. There's a rope break there. Jamal trying to wrap him up. As now Jamal, look at this. Snake Eyes in the corner. As now, look at this, Jamal Everett for the last minute or so. Jamal has been able to get back in control. Good God. Slung him into the corner and then immediately followed up with 2 big elbow drops to the spine. And now look at this, showing off. And that ain't gonna endear himself to the crowd any more than he's already done tonight. But I don't think he gives a damn. I think he just cares about winning. He just cares about winning. And look at this, just kissing a female fan blowing a kiss to a female fan. That fan right there in the front row. And then an elbow drop. Quickly in for the cover, but he had his feet under the ropes and Jamal telling him what for. This Jamal Kincade, I think it might be a dangerous man here on this roster if he gets the opportunity. I think this whole natural thing might just be to show off, but in reality, I think this man might be a very dangerous individual, and Sid has to realize that. Sid now, look at this. Jamal trying to evade, but couldn't, and gets a head scissors. And now, Sid trying to tell Jamal to get up and fight him. And now, look at this shooting star press to the floor. And now it's Sid trying to come back in this match after Jamal was just blitzing him for about a minute or so. Wait a minute, what is Sid doing here? Tiger bomb on the floor. And now Sid, oh no, Jamal caught him. Jamal went for a lariat, gets caught with a Spanish fly. Sid into the cover and only a 2. And a big double foot stomp into the cover. 1, and again only a 1. Wait a minute. That's a big distance. But he got it anyway. 1. Gets a 2 count and no. And now Jamal right back on him. German suplex. And Sid right back up, but Jamal quickly shuts him down. Jamal with a springboard back elbow. Uh-oh. Oh no. Headlock driver dropped him right on the top of his head. That's gotta be, Sid looks out of it. Sid looks out. Cover. 1, 2. Yeah, that's it. That is it. He dropped him directly on the top of his head. Look at that, right on the top of his head. Like I said, Jamal, I think, is going to be a threat to anyone on this roster. And with wins like that, no matter how flamboyant he might be, he may have just been proven right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hell of a night here on Takedown. It's been a very eventful night on Takedown, but we are getting set for our main event between two men who really want to get a shot, who really want to move on to potentially be the #1 contender for the world title. And this man right here has been wanting a shot at Zach Stone for the longest time. Sly Cooper, former VWU World Heavyweight Champion, the ace of VWU, of UWL, a man who has done it all. Former CCL Breakthrough Champion, Men's Breakthrough Champion, former National Champion, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will correct me. I'm sure Marcel's got the facts already down in the comments, in the live chat. Anyway, Sly has an opportunity to move on to Freefall in the semifinals of this tournament. But to do that, he's got to go through a man who's just as determined, who's just as hungry to become a champion in VWU. In Code Red, Michael Connolly. And Michael has got a lot on his plate as well, because there's been a man, somebody who works for Mr. Yukimura, who assaulted him at Proving Ground. We don't know who this man is, and from what I understand, none of them are in the building tonight, because or at least Space Ghost anyway, heightened up the security detail. I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes and laugh and say, security in VW. Yeah, we get the whole thing. But in all seriousness, the principal have been targeted on all sides. Somebody has been going after Trinity. And from what was seen on social media, they may have already gotten her. But I'm not gonna be morbid and speculate that. I want to keep some hope alive here, because God knows somebody has to around here. All the gloom and doom going on around here. But regardless, let's get this main event started. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of DCA Takedown, episode 193. It is Sly Cooper one-on-one with Code Red, Michael Connolly, and the winner will join Mikey Truth, Claudio Dragonheart, and Tyler Parks in the semifinals of the World Title Contenders Tournament at Freefall. Both men obviously we'll be looking. It's now Sly. Is he going for the... Oh, I thought he was going for the bottle breaker early. All he had to do was flip him around and he might have hit it, but Michael already knew, and now Michael going for something as well, but Sly able to slide out. Both of these men obviously know each other very well. They're friends. They have friends who are friends. So they know each other very well, back and forth, as now Sly just gives him a crossbody all the way to the floor. And that's exactly what this match is going to be. It's going to be high flying. It's going to be action packed. It's going to be high octane, because both of these men understand what this opportunity means. Both of these men know that they have only one opportunity, one shot to go to Freefall and potentially win a opportunity for redemption and the world title shot. Cover. 1, 2, no. Very athletic move by Sly right there. That's what Sly's going to do. He's going to fly around. He's going to try and use his speed to his advantage, and that's what Michael's got to look out for. Not to say Michael can Michael can't fly as well, but he can't fly as much as Sly. He's older. He's in great shape, obviously, as you can see. But he'll admit himself, he's a lot older. He's not as fast as he used to be. But regardless of that, he understands what this means. An opportunity to potentially become the DCA World Champion. Obviously, he's won a championship in other organizations lately, but DCA and VW is the one place he has not, or at least DCA specifically, he has not held a singles title yet. However, that can change at any moment. And for someone of Michael's caliber, or somebody of Michael's career, that would not shock me one bit. If it happened anytime soon, there's a Tiger suplex. 1, 2, no. Wow. Both of these men are going to give it everything they have right here because they know the stakes. They know the stakes of this match. Went for something. Sly kind of jammed up his knee a little bit. That might not fare well in the later parts of this match. Dragon suplex with a German bridge, but Michael's feet were too close to the ropes. And Michael went for a forearm super kick and wow! And went for another twisting maneuver, I believe a shooting star press, but Michael's like, no, only my wife does that. And got the knees up. As now, oh wait, got caught. He got caught on a power bomb, sit out power bomb. 1, 2, no. And Michael trying to fight back. Cover off that facebuster 2 and only a 2 count. And Michael rolling out to the floor. Sly now, look at this. Sly went for another shooting star press, but got nothing but the floor. And now just gets a lariat off the apron by Michael. Wow, what a match this has been so far, and it's just getting started. Connolly's Comet right out of nowhere. And that could be it. Real earlier than I thought, but only a 2 count. And now Michael up top. Sly's still trying to recover. There's a savate kick from the top. Michael went for a moonsault, but he was too far away, undershot it. Now look at this. Oh, Michael's the one that got out of the way this time. Michael running in, chop block. And for somebody like Sly, that's a smart move. Trying to cut off the mobility of Sly right there. Trying to keep him grounded. And, went for a move in the corner and gets a double foot stomp for his troubles. Quickly into the cover. 1, 2, no. And honestly, when you think about it, both of these men are evenly matched in that aspect. Went for an elbow drop connecting. Went for something there. Michael rolled away. Michael now from behind. Michael going after the knee. And now look at this. Tequila Sunrise locked in, working on that same leg. And now Michael wrenching back, trying to make Sly tap. Sly, I don't believe, has ever tapped out. If he has, it's only been once. And you know he ain't going to tap again. He said as much. And look at this. Fighting his way out with kicks to the face. Sly, oh no, again working on that leg. Remember, he tweaked that knee earlier in the match when he went for a double stop in the corner. And Mike got out of the way, so Michael already has a target. Into the cover, hooking that bad leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Went for a forearm, doesn't connect. And a super kick, and now going for this twisting shooting star again. 2, no. And oh, what a boot to the face. And now, look at this. Look out. Big elbow drop, no. And now Sly trying to run in, trying to get an advantage back with these multiple kicks. And now, wait a minute, Sly caught him with a stunner. I thought that Michael countered it, but Sly countered the counter. That's what Sly's good at, and only a 2 count. Sly is very good at those on-the-fly counters, those on-the-fly maneuvers that keep his opponents off guard. And now sending him all the way to the floor. Like I said, Michael has got to find a way to blunt this offense from Sly. Now Sly, look at that. That is the kind of stuff that Sly has made a career out of. That is why, in many people's opinion, he is the greatest VW World Champion ever. That is why he has been so successful wherever he has been. Cover here, 2, and no. Michael able to only get 2 there. Oh, went for something. Sly blocked it. Uh-oh. What is... Oh, Sly, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Top rope. Split-legged moonsault. 1, 2, no. Wow. And now Sly coming in with the strikes now. And now Sly looking for something. Look at this Sly. Oh, and Michael got out of the way. Blocked it. Or was able to take a step or 2 back. Backbreaker and slams him down. That was a very heads-up move by Michael. And, oh, and Sly got a fist right to the midsection. Sly knee. And a poison Rana. Wow. And now Sly wind up Michael, and a Meteora finally gets it. And now crowns him. And now Sly looking for something here. Waiting for Michael to get up. Caught him when he was getting up. Neck breaker. And moonsault into the cover. 2. Again, only a 2. Both of these men had to have known that this wasn't going to be an easy match. Obviously. Both of these men had to realize that coming in. Off the rope, Sly went for a chop, no. Countered by Michael. Michael went for a forearm, and Sly ducked out of the way, or got the forearms up to block it, and a head scissor takedown. Uh-oh, nope. And now, look at this big savant kick right between the eyes, and that opened up Sly. And drops him from the top. But again, the ropes have been a problem in this match. The ropes have caused issues for both men. Michael again getting out of the way of whatever Sly was going for there. And a third time. He cannot hit whatever he's trying to go for because Michael keeps getting out of the way, and another corkscrew shooting star press. Michael now in trouble. Sly trying to run in and do something here. And now, oh, he got it this time. DDT! Moonsault DDT! And now a big knee. And now Michael's rocked. Michael's in trouble. Michael now trying to come back. Michael, another savant kick. And this time now it's Sly in trouble. But Sly able to come back, obviously. Both of these men back and forth. No one can keep the advantage for too long because the other keeps fighting back. Drop kick. And it looks like he's about to tell him to go to the 10. And Michael is down. Daddy is down, as Zahia would have said. And Sly now. What's he going for here? Big drop kick, sending Michael inside out. And now, what's he doing here? Going for something. Michael blocked it. Michael now with the rights. Michael coming back. Went for the heel kick. Doesn't connect. Michael obviously winded. He's had the stuffing beaten out of him tonight. And now springboard poison Rana. That might have been what Sly's been looking for this entire match. And now dropping him. But again, the ropes. The ropes didn't help him crack the safe there. And not there either. Went for a super kick. Michael got out of the way. Michael now, look at this. Again, the ropes. Both of these men with their long reach going to their disadvantage here. But now Sly's got him away from the ropes. 1, 2, no. And now went for maybe a Shining Wizard. And now look at this. Michael with a Mac Knife pin. 2, no. Both of these guys trying to go for quick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. He got caught. Mac Knife powerbomb with the bridge. Legs are hooked and no. And a moonsault again. 2, and Sly again with the 2 count. Michael with super kick again, and now corkscrew shooting star press. That has been a effective maneuver for Sly all match, and now, oh! Went for something there, but Michael got out of the way, and then he gave him a drop kick. And now what's Michael doing? Is he going for another Connolly comment? He probably is. Going for it, and no! Got nothing but the mat. And Sly, oh no. He's got him up. Bottle breaker. Bottle breaker. He got it! Michael in trouble. Sly, spiral landing. It only took one mistake from Michael for Sly to capitalize, and Sly's going to free fall. It only took one mistake. And ironically enough, that's exactly what cost Sly the Burnout title at Proving Ground. One mistake. And Sly, learning from that one mistake, was able to capitalize on Michael's mistake and get the victory. And now, at Freefall, we know the final 4. Sly Cooper, Crawlio Dragonheart, Tyler Parks, and Mikey Truth. Which one of those 4 will get a shot at the world title? We will find out at Freefall, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Takedown. And we will see you for Wildcats, Chaotix, and Freefall.